Dear students, today in this video I shall discuss about the current electricity. What do you mean by current electricity? The branch of electricity in which we study the flow of charge or flow of electrons across the solid, which is called current. The basic definition of current is the time rate of flow of charge, the time rate of flow of electron is called current. What is the electronic theory behind the electrical conduction through the metals or conductor? As we know, there are a large number of free electrons which are free to mobilize across the conductor through whole the conductor, and these free electrons are basically responsible for the formation of current. However, in the absence of any external electric field, any external cell or battery, these electrons randomly move in all possible direction with a very high speed of the order of 10 raised to the power 4 meter per second, 10 raised to the power 5 meter per second, depending upon the temperature. Because these free electrons are very loosely bonded with the atom, and very easily they leave their cells, valence cells, and free to move. If we apply a certain voltage or potential difference across the conductor, metallic conductor, then an electric field will set there, and due to the presence of this electric field, every free electron experience an electric force. If E is the small e is the charge on electron, and capital E is the electric field intensity, then every electron will experience a force which is equal to small e into capital E. Because of this electrical force, electron get accelerated with a certain velocity in a particular direction opposite to the direction of electric field, and this accelerated velocity of electron is very small, and this velocity of electron is called drift velocity. However, it is of the order of 10 raised to the power minus 3 meter per second to 10 raised to the power minus 4 meter per second. When the crowd of electrons flows, mobilize in a particular direction opposite to the direction of electric field, which is applied with a very small velocity, then the current will form in the metal. What do you mean by electrical conduction? The flow of charge, flow of current in the solid material is called electrical conduction. In the unit of current electricity, we take here Ohm's law, resistance, uh, conductivity, specific resistance or resistivity. These are few topics which we deal briefly in this lesson. Now, what do you mean by resistance? Very simple. Resistance R is equal to potential difference V upon current I. This is a very simple formula. Even in junior classes, we have learnt it. But what is the basic reason, basic science behind the resistance? As we know, the flow of electrons, a large number of electrons, will form current. These free electrons, whenever they flow in a particular direction with different velocity, they collide with the atoms of the conducting material. When these electrons collide with the conducting material, they lose their energy. Some part of energy will be lost, and which appears in the form of heat energy. This is the basic reason behind the resistance. Now, uh, what are the different factors which affects the resistance of any conductor? This is a very important issue. However, the nature of the substance, the material by which it is made, it is very important, which affects the resistance. There are some good conductors, and the conductivity of different metals is different. Silver is most conductive material, so then in the silver wire its resistance will very low. So first thing, the material of the conductor affects the resistance. Second factor, length of the wire, length of the conductor. Larger the length, larger the resistance. It will offer larger resistance, because in the large length, the electron will suffer a large distance, a large number of collisions. Hence, a result, a large value of resistance. Second factor is the cross-sectional area, means that is thickness of the conductor. More the thickness, low the resistance. If we take cross-sectional area A, then resistance will inversely proportional to the cross-sectional area of the conductor. This is the second factor. Now, fourth factor, sorry, this is third factor. Now, the fourth and final factor. Fourth factor which affects the resistance of any material, it is temperature. In simple metals, I am not talking about here semiconductor and other solids. We are talking here about only simple metallic conductors. When we increase the temperature, the resistance will also increase. If the resistance of any metal at 0 degree centigrade temperature is R naught, and at theta degree centigrade suppose it become R theta, then the resistance R theta will related to temperature theta degree centigrade, as R is equal to R naught bracket start 1 plus theta into alpha bracket closed. Here alpha is a constant and it depends upon the nature of the metal. So these are four factors basically who affects the resistance of any conductor. There is one more factor which also affects the resistance of any conductor, but we will study it in the photoelectric effect. However, the intensity of light also affects the resistance of some metals, and these metals or these materials are called photosensitive resistance, just like cadmium sulfide. The resistivity of cadmium sulfide depends upon the intensity of light incidenting on it. Okay. Today I discussed about the basic concept of current, how the current form, and there are many formulas. You have to practice on them and briefly study this lesson from the NCERT or any other comprehensive book. This video will be helpful to you I think so. Thank you. I will meet you on next video.